Hi guys, welcome to part 5 of the GTI rebuild. It's been a little bit of a chaotic one and I did kind of get ahead of myself. I actually didn't record a lot of the stuff. Reason being is just there was just too much noise. There were people working out here, so I couldn't really do it. But as you can see, I've taken the drive shafts out, I've taken the wheels and obviously the steering and so on off as well. I've also taken off power bottles, taken the canister off. I've done the manifold last week. I've disconnected these pipes from the back as well, the vacuum pipe and sort of anything that attaches the car to it. The lower dog mount has been disconnected as well. Just got a few things left to do, like the ground straps here, the ECU's come off. That was a bit of a headache. I have to get my neighbor to kind of make a slit in it with the grinder, and we unscrewed it and that was awesome. So I just got to remove these and then it should just be an in and out job. Hopefully in the next clip, which will be a time lapse, this should be out. I think by the time we start doing that, it's going to be dark, so you might not be able to see everything, but hopefully it should make it a little bit easier for me to do it, because I've got daylight today. So I just thought I'd do most of the work and just left with just basically 3 bolts here and 3 bolts here, and I've pretty much have disconnected every single other thing that I can see and think of. But yeah, let's get at it. And just one more thing I wanted to point out before I continue with the taking the engine out. This bolt right here, when the car was on the 4 wheels on the floor, this bolt right here was like halfway undone. I'm not sure what that is about, but obviously now it looks flush because obviously the weight is off the suspension. But I just thought that was a bit interesting. That plus the skirtle panel here, these were very tight, meaning that this car had not been tampered with in any way, shape or form as far as I'm aware. And another tip that I can give you guys if you are doing this yourself, the exhaust manifold is being held by 4 bolts, which was a good thing. However, you need to make sure that bolts, sorry, I should say bolts, I mean nuts. Those nuts are well penetrated, covered in penetrating oil, like WD-40, because they came out very easily, and if they're not, you are going to struggle. But apart from that, it's not too bad. The only thing I've got left to do to take it out is this AC. Well, I've got to take this AC pipe to access that bolt right there. Sorry, I'm going to take this one out to access that one, and that one is attached to the body. So I've got to remove those 2 pipes, and once I remove them, we should be golden. But yeah, I just gotta work my way through this spaghetti right here. This spaghetti right here is crazy, but anyways, onwards and upwards. Alright guys, so I just removed this pipe to take that pipe off, so that's now disconnected. That should make it easier to remove. And also what I've done, which I forgot to do earlier, is if you see right here, all of these I've put some WD-40 on them, along with these on these as well right here. Reason being is that if I'm going to do the caliper replacement, I've also done on the bleeder screw as well. If I'm going to do the caliper replacements and brake upgrade, at least these should be a little bit easier to take off. And I've done the same on the other side, so I thought I'd make you guys, I'll give you guys a note of that as well. Right, so we've got the engine crane ready. What we need to do now is we need to basically hook it on, and then I'm going to put you guys on a time lapse, and then we're just going to basically take it out. As far as I'm aware, everything is all disconnected. There should not be anything left over. I think we are good to go, but yeah, let's see what we can do. Cool. All right, put it in time lapse. All right, so engine's out. It wasn't easy. It was not easy at all. Sorry, I'm just joking. It was a little bit easy, but if it was on a ramp, it would have been a lot easier. As you can see, it's the middle of night, 7, 8 o'clock, I think it is. And yeah, we just took it out, and now I'm just going around putting WD-40 on all the sort of aluminium bolts that kind of go in the subframe. So if we have to drop the subframe from like anti-robot upgrades or anything like that, at least they've been pre-lubricated. I've also, like I said in the last part of the video, is that I put WD-40 on pretty much any bolt or thing I'm going to take out in the future to make it easier. So essentially it's all out. From what I can see, the engine has never been changed or tampered with. It's original. It's got a lot of oil leaks, but it's just a game. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to, off camera, I'm going to put WD-40 on the 2 nuts to hold the downpipe on, and I'm going to then pull the entire exhaust out, and then we're going to upgrade that exhaust to something special. So stick around. I hope you enjoyed this part. It was a bit of time lapse. I appreciate that. It's not probably what you guys want to see, but it makes the job a lot easier. I couldn't record the first part of me taking the dry shafts off, the wipers off, the ECU off, simply because it's just too much noise. There were people working here from the council, and it just simply wasn't possible to record anything decent. So even time lapse, it was just annoying. So I just thought, let's not do that. And I just thought I'd show you guys the sort of the meaty and gritty part of it, if that makes sense. But the engine is out, and now we're going to go ahead and see in part 6 if it's salvageable. So hopefully we have some good news. But I am going to go around just putting WD-40 and everything to make sure that, you know, things like the suspension and stuff like we're going to be upgrading, all of it comes off easily. Because let's be real, we do not want any mess around with that. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you guys soon.